What's up, guys? Welcome to the Black Geek Cool podcast, where we talk about comic book and sometime anime news from the past week on the small and the big screen. I'm your host, Gershon. This is episode 35. Before we get done with the intro, go ahead and rate the podcast if you're watching on Apple, iTunes, Spotify. Yeah, I think it is on Spotify too. Anchor, or anywhere else you're watching a podcast. Go ahead, give us a 5-star rank or stars or whatever it is. It helps the podcast gets in front of more people. And it's always good to know you guys like the podcast. If you're on YouTube, go ahead, like and share it. That's greatly appreciated as well. But with that out the way, the intro that I did not mess up, I think I did pretty good that week. Yeah. With that out the way, let's get into this week's news. Let's dive in, guys. So, first up, small screen news. Boondocks is coming back. Yes, Boondocks, the great cartoon series that was on, was it Adult Swim? Yeah, I think it was Adult Swim, aka Cartoon Network. It's coming back for 2 seasons. HBO Max has picked it up, and they're gonna do 2 seasons of Boondocks that should start airing fall 2020. There might be delays, so it might get pushed back. You know how these things work. But I am super excited for this. I believe the original creator of the comic strip and showrunner for the first 2 seasons is coming back. Aaron Gruder, I believe he's coming back to the show. Hopefully he does. And hopefully these new 2 seasons are more like season 1 and 2. And so much less like season 4, which was garbage. Just hot garbage. But let me know how you guys feel about this. Are you excited for Boondocks to come back? Do you hope for the best? Hope that these are good seasons? Being that so much has changed in our own kind of world, to see their satire on that now could be like, we have Trump, which is aka Uncle Ruckus anyway, but that would really be cool to see their take on that and how those characters deal with our world now. That's just my feeling. And I'm just a big Boondocks fan. I really love the show. In other news, Young Justice Outsiders Season 3 is coming to digital HD September 24th, which was yesterday, because this is the 25th, I think. Yeah, today's the 25th, Wednesday. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. Yes, I'm late on this one. So this is coming out Thursday. I got busy. Life. Sometimes it happens. But like I was saying, Young Justice Outsiders Season 3, which I only watched 1 episode of. And it's supposed to be ending either at the end of this month. Well, it's probably ended already now that I think about it, if they got it on digital already. So they got the whole season out on digital. They'll have the Blu-ray out November 26th. So look out for that. I probably should get that digital copy so I can watch the whole season. I heard it was really good. Let me know how you guys feel. Hit me up. Black Geek Cool Instagram, Black Geek Cool Twitter, Black Geek Cool Podcast at Gmail for the email, or you can hit me down in the comments if you're watching this on YouTube. In other news, we got a look at Nightwing's costume, at least from the back, which lets us know 100% that he is going to be Nightwing in the Titans Season 2, which I still had to finish watching Season 1. Oh, so much stuff to watch. So much stuff to watch. But yeah, we got a little glimpse of his costume. So it looked okay from what I saw. It looked cool. There's also supposed to be something going on where they think there might be like a flashback episode that goes deeper into the team story and team members that aren't there or something in one of the episodes, which I read somewhere about that. I have to watch the show. But we also saw Aqualad in his costume. A very good picture of Aqualad in his costume. His costume looks kind of cool. I was hoping they would take the sleeves off. I think that would have been a better look because the sleeves look kind of rubbery on the suit. But the suit is super bright and colorful. It seems like it'd be something. I don't know, how do you pronounce them? Aqualandians, or what are they called? I forget what they're called. But it seems like something they would wear. But you also get to see Wonder Girl in her costume. Costume looks okay. Nothing too great about that. It looks good. It looked like it looked okay to me. It looked okay to me. I'm just saying it looked okay. Yeah. So I really need to get back in this show. I probably got to get DCU verse, but I don't know if I should get it just yet because I think it's about to get canceled or absorbed to Warner Brothers streaming service. So I'm just gonna wait for that, which means I'm gonna miss a lot of these shows, unfortunately. Unless somebody want to send me their code so I can borrow their stuff. Hit me up. Let me know. I'm just playing, y'all. But real talk, if you want to send it to me, go ahead. You can do that if you want to. But in other news, Tom Welling, the original Clark Kent from Smallville, is going to be in Crisis in Infinite Earths. No word if he's going to wear a Superman suit. They say he's supposed to be Clark Kent, aka Superman, but they don't allude to if he's going to wear a suit. I believe in all of Smallville, he didn't wear the Superman suit until like the end of the last episode, which by then I had stopped watching the series. I think the lady that played Lois Lane is going to be in there too. I thought Lana Lane, was it Lana Lane when she was in like the first like 5 seasons? I was like, why didn't it get her? But I guess it makes more sense to get the actual Lois Lane, so that makes more sense. But those two are going to be in Crisis Infinite Earths, this big crossover event the CW is doing. It is massive. They got a lot of people in there. Oh my goodness. It is really... I might even actually watch this crossover. I haven't watched any... I watched like the first crossover, I believe, with the weird aliens. I haven't watched any more after that. But this one, I might have to actually watch just because who they all have in it. And it's getting big, y'all. It's really getting big. But in more news... there's a rumor that Ms. Marvel, the live-action Disney Plus show, is going to start production late 2020. It's just a rumor right now. It looks like they're looking for a new face to play Ms. Marvel, which is kind of interesting. I guess that would be a better way to go to see how the show does, because I know they say they want to bring her into the MCU movies. I think that's what they're doing with a lot of these Disney Plus shows, kind of premiering them there where you get a little more backstory on them through episodes, and then when they move up to the movies, you kind of know who that character is, so you don't have to do a whole solo movie for that, which is a great way to go about it. Now that I think about it, Disney just, changing the game right now, just making it like, hey, we are like 6 steps ahead of everybody else. Touche to them. I can't even blame it. But it'd be very interesting if this rumor's true. Hopefully we'll start getting to see who they actually cast as Ms. Marvel. And I think that's going to be a big thing, to see who they cast as Ms. Marvel for a lot of people. To see how close to the comic book character they get. Being that it's Marvel, you kind of trust them enough to like they can make the right decision. At least that's how I feel. They've shown me that they made very good decisions on a lot of characters so far. So I'm gonna let them do their thing. They clearly know what they're doing. Let's just say that. In other news, watch the Black Lightning season 3 trailer. I don't know what's going on in the show. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't finish season 1. I definitely didn't see season 2. So season 3, I am totally lost. But it did look cool. I want to know, what is this like war they're trying to prevent? And why is Black Lightning all locked up in some weird correctional kind of same asylum place looking thing? And then I think he has a new suit because the suit I saw him fighting in is not the suit from the season 1, which I do not like that suit. That suit looks weird. This new suit looks kind of cool. It looks a lot better. Let's just say that. But let me know if I should be catching up on Black Lightning so I can start watching this season 3. Is it good? Is it worth watching? Is it worth sitting? I think I had like 24 episodes. Is it worth sitting through a whole season and a half to get to season 3? Because season 3 looks like it might be good. It looks fire. I'm not gonna lie. I might have to check it out. Might have to check that out. But let me know, guys. Hit me up. In other news, Raising Dion, the creator of that, put out a short for another comic book. I believe he's done. I think his name is Ling. I think that's how you pronounce it. I watched the trailer, watched a little short. It's supposed to be an Asian American superhero, female superhero, but she's like a witch or something. It seemed interesting. Check it out if you get a chance. It seemed interesting. I'm not gonna lie. There's potential there. It seems like I might have to learn a little more about it, but it might be something there. So check that out. Just put that on you guys' radar. In other news, Disney Plus did a little promo for the app, which they are starting pre-orders now, I believe. Yeah, just basically showing all the shows they'll be having on the streaming service, which we know is a massive amount of shows and movies. It's pretty cool little promo. Just to let you guys know, hey, we're still here, and we're about to put this on sale. We're coming real soon. You got a month away almost. But at this point, if you're not gonna buy Disney Plus, you weren't planning on it. I'm planning on it. I should have pre-ordered it. I might even pre-order it after this podcast. Let me know. Hit me up. Let me know how many of you guys are already either pre-ordered or planning to order Disney Plus when it comes out or before it comes out. Or did you do? I know they did like a plan at D23. They did a plan for like 3 years and you get an extra year for free or something. Let me know if you did that. That was a good deal, probably. Because I don't see this not lasting 5 years. Like this is probably going to be the new form of cable. Like just realistically, but that's a whole nother story, guys. In other news, I'm going to butcher this name too of this show. Vargrant Queen had a trailer. I believe we talked about this a while ago. It's a comic book about I think she's a princess that got exiled from her family or got escaped something over. I don't know. I can't say I don't know this comic book per se. So my fault if I'm not getting this right. Let me know what the real story is in the comments or hit me up on Twitter. But I watched the trailer. It's supposed to be a live action show on Sci-Fi. It doesn't look that great. It seems like it's still trying to find its identity. At least the show is. It didn't look exciting. I wasn't intrigued by it. I don't know. It looked kind of cheap. This is my feeling. I'm just going off feelings of what I saw from the trailer. It didn't look exciting, and I was kind of geeked about it because it's a black female lead in the show. That's cool. That's not been done very often. It's cool to see. But this trailer wasn't their best foot forward. I'm just being honest with you. Let me know if you checked out the trailer. Let me know what you thought. Maybe you saw something different. Let me know. Let me know what this world is about. Maybe I can get deeper into it if I know what the world is about. That could be me, but trailer is supposed to make you interested in the show, and that trailer did not do that. Like that trailer for that C on Apple TV, I'm super interested in that. I want to know what's going on in that. This trailer was not that. Just that's my opinion. I'm not trying to hate on the trailer, just saying how I felt about it. But in other news, apparently Arrow season 8 will do a backdoor for a new Arrow show. Technically, it's not Arrow; it'll be the Green Arrow, and it's supposed to be an all-female Arrow. Did I say that right? Yeah, all-female, not all-female cast, but a female-led Green Arrow show. I guess they're gonna do it within season 8 of Arrow, and it's supposed to be Oliver Queen's daughter, which I can't. What I read, that's what it said. I haven't been watching Arrow for God knows how long. I've never watched. I don't even think I finished the whole season 1, and they're at season 8. So much stuff has happened in this show. But also the women that play, both women that play Canary. I think there's 2. I think her sister or something like that. They're gonna help. They're gonna join Green Arrow 2 on her show and also be co-stars on it. So that's very interesting. That is the second female-led superhero show for CW. Where they'll have Batwoman, and then they'll now have Green Arrow. Touche, do your thing. Show the diversity. I like it. I don't know. Are you excited for this? For Arrow fans, are you excited to see the show continue? Because clearly you use this a way to bring Oliver Queen back eventually down the road if you want to, if he wants to come back or so and so. But I think it's a good idea. I mean, then again, I don't watch the show, so what do I know? But if you watch the show, are you excited about this? Let me know. Yeah, let me know if you're excited for it. I made that weird sound. I don't know where that came from. But yeah, let me know if you're excited for this. Hit me up in the comments, or hit me up on Black Geek Cool, Twitter, Instagram, or Black Geek Cool podcast at Gmail. You hit me up an email. But that's all we have for small screen news. I forgot to look up some anime news, so I'm not really watching any anime right now. No, I haven't watched any anime this week. No. So yeah, that's all we got for Small Screen School. I'm pretty sure I missed something, especially anime related. Did I watch anime? No, I didn't. So if I missed something that you want to get my opinion on or get my thoughts on, hit me up at Black Geek Cool on Instagram or Twitter, or of course Black Geek Cool podcast at Gmail, or just hit me down in the comments if you're watching this on YouTube, and I'll definitely put that in next week's episode and give you my opinion on it or talk about it then. Alright guys, let's move over to big screen news. First up, I forgot to talk about this last week. So apparently Iron Man is going to do a cameo in the Black Widow movie. I don't know how this is going to happen, but then again, Black Widow movie is supposed to be set during Infinity War. So he would be alive then. So technically it wouldn't be so much a cameo for that movie time-wise. It'd just be him regularly alive. So it's really weird. When you think about it, it makes it even weirder. But yeah, I think they should have waited a little longer before showing Robbie Downey Jr. on screen in one of these Marvel movies. I get why they're doing it for Black Widow, because it's the one with the least, let's say, bang for the buck in it, because it's supposed to be a prequel, and it doesn't seem to have any of the big names in it besides Scarlett Johansson. A lot of newcomers in it to the MCU, that is, and it's a prequel. I don't know if I said that, but I really dislike prequels. That's just me. Let me know if you feel the same way. But maybe this could be a good thing for it. I know they did it, let's be honest, they did it to get people to go to the movies to see in what way he's going to have a cameo in this. Clearly that's what they did it. And they see if they do any like sprinkles of "you're gonna die" in years to come, little stuff like that. But I don't know if it's the best idea. Just me saying. But you got to get people in the seats. You got to sell those tickets. So I understand why they're doing it. In other news, which I didn't talk about Star Wars news last week, so we're going to try to talk about a lot of Star Wars news right now in this week's episode, because there's a lot of Star Wars news coming out, because I think it comes out Rise of the Skywalkers does come out at the end of this year, so that makes more sense why there's so many news. Anyway, let's get to some of this stuff. So I know there was a leaked photo a while back where it showed C-3PO holding a weapon. Was that what it was? No, I think it was maybe. Well, there's a new picture out. It's supposed to be on some merchandise. And it shows C-3PO holding Chewbacca's what is his weapon called? His bowcaster. And also has I forgot the lady's name. The one lady that was with Finn. I forgot her. I just blanked on her name. But she's also on the poster. So touche for her for making it to the poster. I guess it's not a poster, it's a shirt. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be a poster eventually. Because it's one of those big epic poster things they do now. She's on the poster. It looks cool. It's a cool looking poster. But in other rumors about the movie is they might be doing time travel. Which I don't know how I feel about. It'd be the first time introducing time travel into Star Wars, I believe. At least for the movies aspect. I don't know in the comic books. I think they've done time travel in the comic books. Let me know if I'm wrong about that, guys. For the people that do read the comic books about Star Wars, I don't read them. Sorry. But I think they have introduced time travel in those. But this would be the first time they're doing time travel in the movies. Which, if you do it right, it could be amazing. You could fix a lot of different problems. You could bring people back from the dead. R.I.P. Carrie Fisher, you can't bring her back from the dead, but you can do stuff with that. That would be interesting. That would really be interesting. I don't know how I feel about it, but then again, when Marvel did it, they did a very good job. X-Men did time travel. They did a very good job with that. And then they ruined the franchise with the next movie. But that one movie reset everything perfectly, and then Apocalypse burned it all to the ground. And then Dark Phoenix stepped on those ashes and made sure they were really bad. Sorry, I made myself laugh. But if done right, time travel could be very beneficial in a movie. If done right. If done wrong, it's heart garbage that you're very sad about. Yeah. But also another rumors kind of connected to the time travel thing. There's supposed to be kind of a scene letting us know why Leia never became a Jedi. I didn't read all of it because it kind of spoilery. I know I said that word wrong. So I only read a little bit of it. But I might go back and read more because I don't mind this movie spoiled for me that much. But if you do, don't read that most likely because that's just going to ruin your stuff. And also, there's been some toy releases. They talk about Kylo Ren being, Lord Kylo or something like that. Showing that he's kind of taken over the First Order. He's the head guy in charge, which we kind of can get the gist that he was going to do that anyway. Also, there was some, I guess in some comic book, there is a connection between Rey and Palpatine. Somehow, I don't know what that connection is. I hope they don't connect him to her. But being that he's laughing in this trailer, for the first trailer, he's coming back from the dead, which is weird. I guess it makes sense. I don't know. That's really weird. But yeah, that's all the Star Wars kind of news I had. I know it's like bits and pieces of stuff, but that's stuff I remember reading about, and some of it I didn't write down on my notes, which I am terrible at. But I always mess up forgetting writing stuff down on my notes. It is what it is sometimes. You know, I'm still learning this, guys. Work with me here. But yeah, that's all the Star Wars news that I think I have. Yeah, so let's move on to some other news. So in other news, there is a Infinity Saga trailer that I watch that is amazing. Oh, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I started to get teary-eyed while watching it. It hit so many nice beats, and it introduced characters in. I think, don't get me wrong, I think they introduced everybody in the order their movies came out with. I have to watch it again. I could be wrong in this, but I think they introduced them in the order their movies came out, but I could be wrong with that. But it is beautiful. I know they're talking about doing the Infinity Saga box set type of thing, so I think this is what this trailer is for. If you are a fan and been watching the Marvel movies for this last 10 to 11 years, you owe it to yourself, and that you like them. I know there's some people out there that have been watching them that don't like these movies, but they've been dragged by their partners or their loved ones or their kids to go see these movies. You don't have to watch this. But if you love these movies, you owe it to yourself to watch this trailer. It is beautiful. It almost made me cry. Okay, I'm lying. I did cry a little bit because it's beautiful. Go check it out. It's definitely worth a watch. I'm definitely might be buying a box set, even though there's some terrible movies in there. Well, I wouldn't say terrible. Thor: The Dark World is terrible though. First Thor it's okay, but Dark World is terrible. Just hot garbage. But yeah, go check it out. Let me know what you guys think. Hit me up. All that good stuff. In some other news, we have our first look at Angelina Jolie as Thena? Oh, I hate the way I pronounce stuff. Oh, I'm terrible. Thena. Why couldn't I pronounce that the first time? So we have a look at her on set, doing a shot. And nothing too spectacular, to be honest with you. It looks like she's in regular clothes. She's not in like the Eternals kind of armor, I would guess it'd be called. I don't even know if it's armor. She wasn't doing any weird superpower moves or anything like that. It just seemed like a normal, day in a life kind of shoot at that moment. But it's cool to see that they're filming. They're getting the shots and she's getting into character. I guess somewhere she said that she's taking this super seriously because it means so much to be involved with the MCU, seeing what they've done and all that good stuff. So that's good to hear she's taking it super seriously. I think that would help in her performance and ultimately should help with the movie. But now I'm wondering, do you take other stuff not seriously? What you trying to say, Angelina Jolie? I'm just joking. You're an amazing actor. You do very good work. Do you think? But yeah, it was cool to see. It's cool to see. I can't wait to see other people on set in the costumes and stuff like that. Cause we seen that kind of what was it? A concept art at D23 of people in costume and stuff like that. But to see actual visual representation in their costumes, I think that's going to be really cool to see and really kind of shape our idea of what this movie is going to be, especially for some people that don't know what the Eternals are. I'm one of those people, so don't think I'm trying to single you out. I'm also one of those people that don't know who the Eternals are necessarily. I'm going to be learning it through this movie most likely, just like I kind of learned who the Guardians of the Galaxy were when I first watched that movie. I knew like a little bit of the Guardians, but not to the extent that movie helps you learn. So I am really excited to learn about new characters in this for me. And usually Marvel does a very good job of explaining characters, giving you enough for you to either be interested or want to go learn more on your own about these characters, which is really cool. Which you think would help with their comic book sales, but I think it helps with their comic book sales. I think it does. It might. Yeah. But yeah, really cool scene. Really cool to see her in costume and see that start to take shape. In other news, I think I talked about that a little bit too long, so I'm going to cut it short. In other news, the Suicide Squad started production quietly. So they started shooting the Suicide Squad, which is not a prequel, but it's also not a reboot. It's not a sequel either. I don't know what it is necessarily. It's very odd. Whatever. But they started shooting secretly. James Gunn actually told somebody on Twitter because they asked like, oh, he was at some protest. He put some picture up of Star-Lord and Rocket Raccoon because he really liked it. He was trying to save the Earth, which is always good. Save the Earth, people. Stop polluting. Stop doing stupid stuff. Help the Earth. We only got one until we start going on the spaceships. But that's another time discussion altogether. But he put up a post and then somebody asked him like, "Oh, that's cool and all, but when we gonna see some of the Suicide Squad and know who's in it?" And he was like, "Oh, we start shooting, but we're not gonna tell you who is gonna be who in the movie just yet." So he said a lot of news outlets got it wrong about who will be playing who in the movie. I know it seems like I'm saying who a lot. That's very weird. Whatever. Yeah, he said they got some of them wrong. So apparently the people we think are playing who we thought were playing are not playing those people. And it seems like they're not going to tell us for quite a while. So hopefully we get some set photo shots sometime soon and we can kind of figure out who's playing who. Because it was said that Michael Rooker might be playing King Shark after all. I know they thought he might be playing some other character, but now it's saying he might be King Shark. So now I don't know what to think. Who's playing who? I'm really curious to see who Idris Elba's playing. Because I hope he's playing Bronze Tiger. And other than that, I won't be too surprised by anybody else. I just want to see what King Shark's going to look like. Because that's going to be interesting. I still like King Shark from The Flash. That design they did on The Flash was really good. I really like that look of King Shark. But in other news, Bill Murray was spotted on the Ghostbusters 2020 set. So it is, I think that's all the Ghostbusters have returned. Also, Sigourney Weaver, why do I say her name terribly? She's also returned. So they got everybody from Ghostbusters has come back, and that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, this is gonna be really interesting to watch. I am kind of excited for this new Ghostbusters movie now. To see the old and the new blend together. That's how that last Ghostbusters movie should have been. They should have got, if not anything, 2 new people and 2 old people and kind of blended them together and slowly sprinkle in some of the old people from the old Ghostbuster movie in there. That's kind of how it should have worked. So it seems like they've learned from that mistake and they're doing that with this one. Because you just don't want to get rid of what got you here. Those old movies are what got Ghostbusters here, so let's not forget them. Pay homage to them, if anything. Yeah. Then again, I think Bill Murray was in the last Ghostbuster movie, but I think it was just like a quick cameo or something. But that's important too. But whatever. I'm really excited for this new Ghostbusters 2020. I'm definitely going to go see it. Yeah, let me know how you guys feel. Are you excited that everybody's back? All the Ghostbusters are back for this movie? Or are you not excited? Hit me up. Let me know at Black Geek Cool on Twitter, Instagram, Black Geek Cool Podcast at Gmail for email, or hit me down below if you're watching this on YouTube. In other news, apparently there's a Micronauts movie coming. I don't know if I talked about this. I can't remember talking about this. And when I read about it, it felt like the first time I'm hearing about it. So there's a Micronauts movie coming. Supposed to be coming June 4th, 2021. Yeah. They just got the director of the How to Train Your Dragon movies. He's gonna direct it. I'm gonna butcher his name. Dan DeBois. DeBolos. Hold on, let me. Okay, yeah, I had to put it in my phone and do the little speak thing. It's DeBlue, so it's Dan DeBlue. Yeah, it doesn't look like it says that, but I think it's French. I don't know. Whatever. He was really good director in How to Train Your Dragon movies. I did really like the first one, and the second one was okay. The last one was pretty good too. But he's supposed to be directing this new Micronauts movie. I guess this is his first live action movie he's done. So there's gonna be a learning curve there. But I think he'll do pretty good. He seems like a very good storyteller. Micronauts. I think I'm getting them mixed up with not the Transformers, but the not Autobots, but is it Nanobots? I don't know what they're called. I know there was like a Transformers and another Transformers robots show. I can't remember, not Micronauts. Hold on, give me a second. Let me look up Micronauts. Okay, I looked up Micronauts and I realized I don't know who these things are. I guess they're a toy from Japan. I don't know what these are. So now I'm really interested to see what he does with this and find out what these guys are about, what this whole story is about with the Micronauts. Let me know if you know who the Micronauts are, because I thought I knew who they were, and I am completely wrong. It sounds vaguely familiar, but I don't think they had a cartoon back in the 90s or anything. I think they had a comic book, but I am not sure at all who they are. But now I'm super excited to see what's going on with this. But we got to wait till 2021, which is only like a year and some change away. So it's not too far away, but I'm really interested to see what's going on with that. But yeah, hit me up. Let me know if you know about the Micronauts. In other news, Jonah Hill is in talks to either play the Penguin or the Riddler for Matt Reeves, the Batman. I don't know how I feel about this. I like Jonah Hill as an actor. Don't get me wrong. He's very good in Wolf of Wall Street and the baseball movie. I forget what that's called. And of course, he's amazing in Superbad. I don't know if I can see him as Penguin. I definitely can't see him as Riddler. But maybe he could do it. Maybe he could be the Penguin. I know Josh Gad was trying to be the Penguin for a minute. He was campaigning hard. So hard. He didn't get it. Well, I did again. Maybe if Jonah Hill don't take it, maybe he could get it after that. But I don't know. I'm a little I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. If he does play the Penguin, it'd be interesting. But on also news on the Batman, Jeffrey Wright is in talks to play Commissioner Gordon. Now that I am all on board. Like, yes, let him be Commissioner Gordon. I think that would be amazing. I know some people will be mad because he's a black man playing Commissioner Gordon, who's a white man. But I'm okay with it. What I didn't think about at the time, though, that means Barbara Gordon has to be a black woman. I mean, she doesn't have to be a black woman. She could be adopted. That it could work that way, where he adopted her as his adopted daughter, so she still could be white. but most likely she'll be a black woman, which I think fans might not be able to take that as well. But being that DC is doing this new thing where they are kind of not doing one universe necessarily like in the MCU, they're kind of just telling stories here, stories there that don't necessarily all combine in a universe. It could work that way. Elsewhere stories, as some people like to call them. It could work that way. I don't know if that's what their plan is, or if that's what they've just fallen into and realized they can't be the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They have to be themselves and find their own identity within this comic book movie universe. But yeah, that's all to come back to say Jeffrey Wright should be Commissioner Gordon. I don't care if that messes up Barbara Gordon. I don't care. I want to see Jeffrey Wright as Commissioner Gordon. And being that the Batman is supposed to be more of a noir criminal underworld kind of movie, it will give Commissioner Gordon a lot more to do in it. I would have liked to see J.K. Simmons Commissioner Gordon. I think he would have had a great Commissioner Gordon as well. But Jeffrey Wright, I am super interested to see what he would be as Commissioner Gordon. I got really excited. I'm not gonna lie, when I saw the news of this, I got really excited. I was like, oh yeah, I'm back in. Like, I'm still really hesitant on Robert Pattinson's being the Batman. I really want to see. I mean, I want to give him a chance. I thought the same thing about what's his name? I just blanked on his name. Give me a second. I don't remember. No, I'm not. Ben Affleck. There we go. Ben Affleck's Batman, but he did an amazing job as Batman. Not the best as Bruce Wayne, but amazing Batman. That warehouse scene is just, oh, it's so good. So good. So good. He wasn't as Batman-y in Justice League, but in Batman vs. Superman, very Batman-y. Worked really good. So I'm trying to give Robert Pattinson the benefit of the doubt. But I have to see more of it. But Jeffrey Wright, he's Commissioner Gordon. No hesitation. I don't even have to see him in costume. Yep, Commissioner Gordon, no problem. Jonah Hill, I would have to see in costume to be the Penguin. I'm sorry. I have to see. I can't say he can't do it. I just need to see proof that he can. That's just how I feel about it. Let me know how you guys feel about it. Are you okay with it? Are you not okay with it? Let me know. There was something else I wanted to talk about that I forgot to put on my notes. I'm going to talk a little bit to see if I can jog my memory, but it doesn't seem to be working. Darn it. I just had it for a second and I lost it. Oh well. I think it was about Birds of Prey, maybe? No, it wasn't about that. Anyway, last bit of news I have on my notes is I watched the Big Rock, the battle at Big Rock, the kind of Jurassic World 2 extra scenes, I would guess it'd be. I guess they played it after Jurassic World 2 Fallen Kingdom on some cable show, on some cable network. They played the movie and then they played this extra bit about it. So I watched it. I just watched it just a few minutes ago, and it is really good. First of all, I love the little when they do the who makes Universal? Universal, they did the Universal logo, and then they had the dinosaur within the earth. That was really cool. And then it's clearly people dealing with dinosaurs running free in the world now, living among us necessarily. And you kind of have this family that they clearly are mixed race family that just came together. Mom has her own kid, dad has his own kid, but then they came together and then they had a kid together. So this whole family Brady Bunch with but smaller group of kids. They're out in the woods camping, RVs, all that good stuff, and there's like a whole bunch of other RVs around, blah blah. This little community, and dinosaurs come up. This is the only thing I disliked. You see these dinosaurs come up. Why you take all your kids and get out of there? Like, it's dinosaurs. They're big, clumsy, and can destroy things with no hesitation. And why wouldn't you pick up your family and go? Why would you just drive? You're in an RV. Just drive away. But I guess if they drove away, we want to see this awesome stuff. So, I don't know if I should be explaining it. I'm not going to explain any more of it because you should just watch it. Go ahead and watch it. Trust me, it is really good. It pays off immensely. And if this is what Jurassic World 3 is going to be about, I'm back on board. I didn't really like Fallen Kingdom. I like Jurassic World to an extent. It brought you back to the park, which was good. The action was good. People weren't too stupid in it. But they still went with genetics with the dinosaurs. And then they doubled down on that in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, which was like, stop doing the same stuff. Come on, give me something different. But it looks like now they're doing something different with this. And I like it. I like this. If this is the road they're going, let's go down this road. I am all in on that. And on top of that, they just announced that original cast from Jurassic Park are all coming back. Not everybody per se, but Laura Dern, I'm probably pronouncing her name wrong, Sam Neill, and Jeffrey Goldblum all are coming back for Jurassic World 3. That is super cool. I believe this is the first time all three of them have been in a Jurassic dinosaur movie since the first one. Because I think Jeff Goldblum was in the second one, and Sam and Dern were in the third one. Or at least she was in the third one for a little bit. Sam, almost all of the movie. So, and hopefully it's not just a weird little cameo like they did Goldblum in Jurassic World. Was it Fallen Kingdom that he did the little? Yeah, I think Fallen Kingdom he did the little courtroom thing. Hopefully they're in it throughout the movie. That would be amazing. Oh, if they do that, and if they get the kids back too from Jurassic Park, I know they're all grown now, but yeah, if they get them back too, that would be awesome. I'd be so in. Oh, with this new direction, that cast, with the cast they have now too, because Chris Pine is definitely coming back. I forget the other lady's name, but she's definitely coming back. I don't know if BD Wong, I believe that's his name. I don't know if he's coming back for this one, this third one. He has been in. Was he in Jurassic World? Yeah, he was in Jurassic World and Fallen Kingdom. Was he in Fallen Kingdom? He might have not been in Fallen Kingdom, but he was in Jurassic World. I don't know if he's coming back, but if he comes back, that's even better too. But yeah, let me know if you've seen Battle at Big Rock, and if you haven't, go watch it. It's really good. It's really good. I'm telling you, it pays off so much. Like it's so good. It's so good, and I hope those characters. I guess they can't. Well, they could. They could. I'm okay if you put that whole scene in the movie. Because it's a really good scene. It's really good. But yeah, let me know if you've seen it. If you haven't, go check it out. Let me know what you think of kind of the original three coming back to Jurassic World. Does it excite you? Are you excited to see it now? I'm excited for Jurassic World 3 now, if this is the direction they're going. If this is not the direction they're going, but they bring these people back too, I'm kind of excited. But if they do all of it, I'm so excited. Yeah. Let me know. Hit me up. Blackie Cool. Instagram, Twitter. Blackie Cool. Podcast at Gmail. Or hit me up in the comments if you're watching this on YouTube. That is all the news I have for Big Screen. As always, you can hit me up. Let me know if I missed something. Or you want to get my opinion on something. are just my thoughts on something. Those are the same things. I know they are. I like to say it that way. That's the way I'm going to say it. But yeah, that's all the news we have for this week. I have not watched anything. Oh, wait, that's a lie. This is the little segment I do when things I watch or things I recommend you guys check out. I watched. I'm going to drink some water in a second because my throat is getting dry. That's why I'm talking weird. But also, I mess up on my words. I watched the first episode of Mix-ish. Mix-ish? Mix-ish. It's a spinoff of Blackish, which is a great show you should be watching. Awesome show. That started back this week, too. But I watched the first episode of Mix-ish. It was pretty good. I still hate that they changed the dad from who it was to it being the Zach Slater. I know that's not his real name. I forget the actor's real name, but he's on the show now. But it still worked with him. I see why they changed him. I don't think the other guy would have been able to be that guy like Zach did. So I think it works out. I think it works out. It was pretty good. Pretty good. Not gonna lie. I'm kind of interested to see where they go with it. What else have I watched? Of course, I said Battle of Big Rock. Watch that. It's really good. I think that's all I've watched. I can't think of anything. Oh, watch if you have Hulu, watch the Wu-Tang, the American Saga. It is good. It's good. It's definitely good. I definitely say watch that out because a new episode came out today, so I gotta go check that out. So watch that. Yeah. So that's all my kind of recommendations of things I'm watching right now that I can remember. I gotta start writing those down too. Special thanks to everyone that listens to the podcast, to my wife who allows me to record the podcast because she knows she can hear me talking and she'd be like, "Shut up, I'm too loud sometimes." But yeah, special thanks to you. Special thanks to just everybody that listens to the podcast. I said that already, but I do appreciate you guys listening and taking the time out of your day. I hope I am entertaining you and giving you news that you didn't know about or are now excited about. But thanks again for watching, guys. That's all the stuff I have for this week. Just a reminder, you can listen to the Black Geek Cool podcast on Anchor, Spotify, Pocket Cast, YouTube, and Spotify. I think I said Spotify. Stitcher, in other places podcasts can be found. If you would like to support the podcast, you could go to Anchor, the web page, not the app, and become a supporter on there. You could throw in $1, throw in $5 if you choose. That helps the podcast grow. Well, that'll help support the podcast financially, and, give me some money to be able to do some production stuff. Still working on getting a theme song, so that money would help towards that. You could also buy t-shirts. I have t-shirts. I don't know the URL. I probably should know that, but if you check one of my links on the podcast or content or whatever, I'll have the link there. I think it's Teespring / Black Geek Cool. Check that. I have t-shirts. I only have one t-shirt right now. I'm working on another design. But yeah, you can't do that. Oh wait, you can also support the podcast by checking out nerdcaveincorporated.com, where you can pick up some nerd related stuff, Marvel, DC, some anime. They got a whole bunch of t-shirts, hoodies. They even got some kind of like decor or cosplay stuff. You could pick up some. They have this one really cool Miles Morales statue. You could pick that up. And if you use my promo code BlackGeekCool, you'll get 10% off, and I'll get a little kickback. So that also helps support the podcast, and you can get yourself something a little nice. If you can't do any of that, no worries. You can still support the podcast by listening and sharing the podcast, and of course, rating the podcast too. That also helps support